This video is going to be a bit different from my normal content. If this is your first time here, I'm Ryan, I'm 40 years old, and I travel the US part-time, mostly but not limited to car camping in my Jeep. That's the focus of this channel, so welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So like I said, this is a lot different from what I normally do. I don't usually do talking head type content, but I've been feeling called to make this video. So I grabbed some lunch, and I'm here at one of my favorite spots, chilling with the fucking bugs right now. But we're just gonna sit and chat in this one. I came here to Long Pond today because it's gorgeous out. This is the nicest weather we've had so far, I think, this year. I decided to make this video to talk about the changes in my life since starting YouTube almost a year ago. A couple of weeks, I'll have been making content for this channel for 1 year. We're also gonna talk about why I started a YouTube channel in the first place. And I'd also like to talk about where I'm hoping to take the channel going forward. I also haven't talked about myself in any of my videos in any depth, so I thought it would be a good way to get to know me a little more. So let's get straight into the topic of this video. Why did I decide to start a YouTube channel at 40? The main answer is that I was looking for a way to turn adversity into opportunity. The past 2 or so years have been pretty hard for me. I went through complete burnout at work, my relationship falling apart, and all of this was going on as I was about to turn 40. I was working myself to death and not paying attention to my relationships. I withdrew from my relationships. I lost my brother when I was 12, and that trauma created a pattern for me where I shut down and withdraw every time I experienced trauma or stress. Withdrawing was kind of like my defense mechanism. It was something safe and familiar. I didn't withdraw to push anybody away. In fact, I kind of wish that my ex would have been more supportive for me when I was going through that. I'm not here to bash my ex, but I wasn't receiving the support I needed, and because of that, I wasn't giving what my ex needed. So I felt like I was basically left on my own to deal with stuff, and my mental health was not doing great. Long story short is that my breakup came at a time when I was just starting to break the toxic cycle at work and make more time. I thought that making more time would help things, but it was too late to save that relationship. So that ended, and I decided that I needed to do some work on myself. I did a lot of inner work, and I took responsibility for the things that I did wrong, and I also did not allow myself to be gaslit by anyone else or by myself, and I decided not to take responsibility for the things that I was not responsible for. That was instrumental, I think, in moving on from things in a healthy way. So I found myself single on the threshold of middle age and not fulfilled in life anymore. And I realized that at the heart of that was a lack of self-love. So I decided to work on loving myself more. And in doing that work, it caused me to have a perspective shift. I decided that it was time to do the things that I want to do in order to find joy and fulfillment in life and not keep putting things off until tomorrow or next month or next year. Because, yeah, sometimes you have to put things off, but you have to live in the present. And I've learned to be present and not trapped in the past or anxious about the future, because I don't exist in the past or the future. I only exist here and now. I've wanted to travel and do some kind of car camping, van life, nomadic lifestyle for a while, but I didn't do it because I was scared. I was scared to camp in my car because I was scared something might happen. Is it safe? What will people think? People might think it's weird. So I didn't do something that was calling out to me because of the opinions of others. I want to get away from the conventional lifestyle that we all think we have to live. I started feeling like a fucking hamster running on a wheel, running on a wheel, running on a wheel. Same thing day in, day out, monotony. And it's just so hollow. It's not fulfilling. I want to do something else. And I think that's a big reason, a big contributing factor as to why I was depressed and withdrawn. And I was scared to break free because I thought I had to work. I thought I had to work myself to death like a dog, because that's what society equates with success. That's not what I want. I want to travel and be in nature and see new things, explore new places. So I now had all this time on my hands, and I was single, and I decided that it was time to do the thing. It was time to do the thing that I've been wanting to do. So to be quite honest, I started this channel as an outlet for the pain that I was going through, to take that and to alchemize it to transmute it into something else instead of sitting around feeling sorry for myself. I knew that it was time to get out there and see the world, and I'm going to continue to do that because it's making me happy. And while I'm really happy that people are seeing my video, I don't care if anyone watches because that's not why I'm doing them. It's cathartic. I'm going to continue to do it because it's something I've come to enjoy. I see it as an art form that I can continue to improve. I do want people to watch, but that's not the main motivation. At the time of recording, I only have 60 subscribers, which in the grand scheme of YouTube isn't really a lot, but in my mind, I'm not ungrateful for any of those 60 subscribers because that's 60 people who have taken the time out to engage with my content and to follow me for whatever reason. I'm not at all ungrateful for any of those people. My subscriber count is more than just a number to me, and I'm glad that it's growing organically and slowly over time. Now I think about all of you guys when I'm out on my camping trips. I know I'm alone, but it feels like I have my friends with me. I still feel like I'm a little stiff on camera, but I think I'm getting better because I don't feel like I'm talking into a void anymore. I feel like I'm actually talking to someone. I'm looking for that sense of community, and I'm looking to build community with like-minded individuals. I'd like for this channel to be a place where we support and uplift each other. And if you go through my normal content and you view it and you like it, please subscribe and interact because I'm genuinely looking to grow the community, not just to get views for vanity's sake. Being on the road solo has also challenged me to be open to doing more things by myself. I'm starting to feel more independent than I have in the past. I've always been really introverted, and I don't tend to do things by myself without a social buffer, and that's not a reason to sit around and not do anything. I love traveling and exploring new places, and I'm not going to limit myself just because I'm by myself. And as I travel and produce more content for you guys, I hope that I continue to break out of my shell. I also want to get more comfortable recording and talking to my camera in public. While I mostly don't care if people see me recording because they're going to look at you anyway, I'm not going to lie, I still get self-conscious. It's new to me, so the part of me that doesn't care hasn't overridden the part of me that does yet. I'm going to continue to work on that. It's just weird to be relearning how to be comfortable in your own skin when you're 40 years old, but I'm not the same person I used to be. We're always changing, so maybe it's not so weird. I also started this channel to learn new skills. I'm obviously a beginner creator with not very many subscribers, so I'm obviously not monetized, which means I can't afford a team. I am the team. I've had to learn how to record and do basic editing, basic color grading, add text and things like that, and I'm still not that good, and I still have a long ways to go. But I never would have started learning these skills if not for starting this channel. Working on this channel and not being monetized has also given me, I think, more of a focus on improving for the sake of improvement, because kind of nobody's watching. Like, again, not ungrateful for those who have watched and are watching, but nobody's really watching, so it's giving me space to learn these skills and to improve and to expand them, and I still have a long way to go. But again, I never would have started working on any of this if not for the past year and a half of shit that I went through. I'd obviously like to be able to monetize this channel at some point so that I can afford to travel more, but that isn't the point. At the end of the day, I'm making videos because I enjoy the process and I think it's a form of art. So I'm going to continue doing it, whether people watch or not. I obviously hope that people watch, and I obviously hope that I get monetized, but that's not what's driving me. I just hope I can continue to improve the quality of the videos. Visually, the audio, the storytelling aspect, I'm working on getting better at all of that. I'm also open to suggestions, again, interacting. I want to interact with you guys, and I want you to let me know what you want to see and what maybe you don't want to see, as long as you keep it kind. I also decided to film my trips for several reasons. Maybe there are people out there who want to go car camping or camping in general, and they're scared to do it, so they don't. Maybe people can't afford to go camping or take trips. Maybe people have mobility issues that prevent them from accessing the places that I'm able to access. So I want to also take those people along for the journey, inspire those who are physically able to maybe go out and do it themselves, but also take along those who aren't able. I know for me that seeing creators like Nomadic Introvert and Andrew Ryan POV, specifically those two, several others, but specifically those two, they inspired me to get out and do the damn thing because they're very relatable. So I doubt they'll ever see this little video on my little channel, but they were really inspirational. They were really key in me starting this channel because no tea, no shade, but if they can do it, I could do it too, kind of thing, like the relatable factor. If I can inspire one person in the way that I was inspired, just one person, that would be completely fulfilling to me. So now for the part of the video where I discuss where I'm hoping to take the channel going forward. Right now I'm working shifts as I can pick them up to pay for some repairs that I need to make on my car. I need to do a few minor repairs on my Jeep. I also need to save up money so I can afford to take a few out-of-state trips that I am starting to plan now. There are several state parks that I want to visit this year in other states. I love camping in my Jeep, but I'm also looking into expanding my options as far as my car camping situation. I'm thinking of getting, I'm going to keep my Jeep, but I'm thinking of getting a second vehicle that I could have more of a permanent camper setup in, because frankly it's quite annoying to have to fold everything up and put things away when I'm using my Jeep, because that's my daily driver. It's my car. So I would like to have a second vehicle, and I can't afford a big fancy van, so I still plan to do plenty of traveling in the Jeep because there are places it can get that I wouldn't be able to get in a different vehicle. Maybe when I finish getting my Patreon set up, I can talk more on there about what my plans are as far as other modes of travel and other camper situations that I'm mulling over, but I have a couple options that I'm thinking about. By the way, I'm not asking anybody to join my Patreon yet because there's nothing on there. You'd be paying for a whole lot of nothing, but it's something I'm working on, and I'll let the channel know when it's like actually set up and ready to go and offering something worthwhile. It's something I would like to also get going because I think it would help to build community alongside this channel. And yes, it will help raise money for the mission because travel's not cheap, car repair is not cheap, gas is not cheap. Life is not cheap in this economy, girl. I'd also like to take an international trip in September for my birthday, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that this year for several reasons. I still have to get my passport renewed, and I want to learn some more of the language before I travel to this particular country. I have a very basic understanding of the language, but I wouldn't call myself conversational, so I'd like to improve a little bit before traveling there. And it would also be nice to have more time to plan and save money to maybe expand that trip and visit other countries while I'm in the neighborhood. Also, this country that I want to visit, the hotel is like, the hotel is twice what I have to pay to fly there. So there's that. I'm not going to share what country that I'm talking about, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to end it here. Like I said, this is not like my normal content. If you're interested in checking out some of my content, I have a playlist here of my car life journey so far. Admittedly, my first videos are rough. My first one, maybe one or two, but I'd like to think that they've gotten better as I've gone along. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you like any of my other content, please feel free to engage with it. Like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and engage with the content. I do answer comments, and I would love to engage with people and start building a community. I look forward to meeting you all. See you next time.